Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for attending this session of the Reusable Packaging Association's presentation of our 9th Annual Excellence in Reusable Packaging Award. This is a terrific honor to be able to provide this trophy to be able to recognize some tremendous innovation that's taking place in the reusable packaging space. My name is Tim Debus with RPA. The Reusable Packaging Association is a nonprofit trade group dedicated to promoting the use and value of reusable packaging systems. Our organization has been around for 20 years, and we've got a wealth of experience as far as working with companies and implementing and optimizing reusable packaging systems. We launched this award program back in 2012 with the idea that we need to showcase some great advancements in reusable packaging products and how they're leading to wonderful innovations in the packaging space, but also making an impact as far as reducing environmental burdens and also increasing economic efficiencies in supply chains. One of the exciting areas of this award this year is actually we're honoring a product that is breakthrough with a new market, a new emerging market in e-commerce space. And so it's a great example that we want to showcase of how reusable packaging technologies and ideas and designs and collaborators who want to come together to change for the better the way products are shipped to consumers. When you look at the e-commerce space, it's grown significantly, and we recognize that with our own personal lives. I'm very pleased to be joined here by our two distinguished award winners from their respective companies. This year's award goes to Alejandro Bulgheroni Estates for their application of the Liviri Vino 6 product, which shows here, tipped on its side, so eventually I can open up and show you the inside. But we're really honored to have Rachel Lee with Liviri to join us here, and also Michael Pletz with Alejandro Bulgheroni Estates. So thank you very much for joining us here today. Congratulations on winning this year's 2020 Excellence in Reusable Packaging Award for your demonstration of terrific innovative design and application of reusable packaging in a system which is outperforming the traditional packaging in which wine shipments are distributed from point of packing all the way to point of consumption to the consumer. So on behalf of Liviri with Rachel and certainly with Bulgheroni Estates with Michael, congratulations again. This would be a virtual handover of your many trophies that we have to celebrate the award. So definitely would, next time we'll shake hands, wonderful, and give you that honor in person directly. So let's start off, and really wanted to start with Liviri and Rachel. If you can tell us a little bit about the company bringing this Vino 6 product to market, and introduce yourself and where we are with this today in the marketplace.
Sure. So thanks, Tim. I'm Rachel Lee, Senior Product Innovation Manager at Our Products. I'm one of the product leads that originated and launched our new Liviri brand of reusable insulated shippers and last mile delivery containers. So most people know our parent company, OtterBox, since we are the leader in the smartphone case market. And some of you might be aware that we entered the premium cooler and insulated drinkware market in 2017. So we leveraged this unique combination of experience in protective rugged cases and insulated premium coolers to develop a new brand, Liviri, which is a family of reusable insulated shipping boxes for meal kits, specialty food, groceries, and what we're here to talk about today, wine. So Liviri Vino, as Tim pointed to, is our wine shipper designed for year-round, cost-effective ground shipping. It paves the way for a more efficient circular model that it reduces the environmental impact and prioritizes the consumer experience and peace of mind, knowing your wine is safe. So it has superior performance that allows for safe coast-to-coast wine shipping in hot and cold months, which eliminates weather holds. So wine customers get the wine they want, when they want it, and environmentally burdensome air shipping is eliminated. And since the entire container is reusable for 2 years and 95% recyclable at end of life, it's a really sustainable solution that eliminates single-use styrofoam and corrugate wine shippers and ice packs.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Rachel. Michael, in introducing yourself and the Alejandro Bulgheroni Estates, talk a little bit about your first impressions of the Liviri Vino 6 and how that product has been introduced to your operations, and ultimately, how it's working in order to satisfy your customers with the shipments of your high quality premium wines.
Sure. So I'm the estate director for Alejandro Bulgheroni here in St. Helena within Napa Valley. We make exceptional Cabernet. That's what we're about. Of course, being in Napa, Cabernet is king. But upon discovering the Liviri container, I got quite excited, really. One of the biggest challenges for us in the wine business is how do we get our product, our bottle of wine, from our wine cellar to the end consumer in the best shape possible. And previously, before this container, it was cardboard or styrofoam, single-use ice packs, these sorts of things that were all designed to try to protect something very special as it moves across the country. And unfortunately, no matter what you do with cardboard and those ice packs, typically the results are mixed. And so when we discovered this container, we realized the potential of the thermal stability of our precious cargo of wine that we put so much effort and love into, leaving us and reaching the customer, our clients, in the best shape possible. As well as meeting a goal of sustainability. Everything we do here at the property, we live here, we work here, we make these wines, we consume these wines. So everything we do, we want to be as responsible as possible. And not contributing to the environmental impact of all of the paper and the foam, et cetera, having something that's reusable really fits in with our overall culture here at the winery. So overall, this has been great for our customers and great for us also.
With this particular product, you can see how it was built if you open up the top, that it has very much of a custom interior, in which in this 6-bottle configuration, everything was very smartly designed. Perhaps, Rachel, maybe give me a little sense in terms of where you're seeing some of those both economic and environmental benefits associated with this product. What comes to mind as you evaluate it being used in the commercial marketplace?
Yeah, you're really touching on the key benefits with the overall box and the reusable like ice pack in the middle. That helps us achieve a really high thermal performance, which is very beneficial in enabling wineries to kind of achieve both economic and environmental goals, because it allows them to fundamentally change the way they transport wine to their customers in the months that are the trickiest to ship wine, which are like the summer months and then the cold winter months. So if you look at the side of that box, you'll see the very thin walls, but inside those walls, we have VIP panels, which are vacuum insulated panels, which allow for really high thermal performance and allow for the safe transport of wine for up to 5 days in hot and cold months. So that helps to reduce weather holds, which has been historically something that's been really difficult to do. And being able to kind of use this box, wineries can ship wine ground versus air, and that has a great benefits in terms of reducing the overall carbon footprint of shipping, since it's much more environmentally friendly to ship ground versus air. So with Liviri, we have like a 3-pronged approach to sustainability. The first thing is we really engineer rugged products that will deliver at least 2 years of reuse. So you mentioned the box seems like very sturdy and rugged. That's intentional, because we want it to be able to be reused for 2 years, because reuse is always better than recycling. The second thing we do is we design the product so it can be disassembled and effectively recycled at end of life. So that box can be taken apart at end of life, and the vacuum insulated panels can be removed so they can be recycled separately. So that allows us to achieve 95% recycled recyclability at end of life. And then the last thing we do is we really implement a closed loop system with our customers to ensure we're getting those boxes back at end of life. So we can make sure they're recycled correctly, and then they can be turned into new livery boxes.
Michael, as you look at the marketplace and your customers and who you're shipping these cases to, are you getting that feedback as far as customers saying, I like the system, easy to return? What types of I guess, customer impact are you seeing out there?
Well, I would just suggest that the biggest impact for us is the ability to ship at the time of purchase. Most wineries, especially at our end of the spectrum, selling premium wine, if we sell a bottle of wine in June, we typically aren't shipping that until October. I can't think of another industry that does that. Maybe if you pre-order a car or something. But so for us, what's most important is at the time of sale, we can then quickly get the product in the hands of the consumer, which allows us hopefully to sell our products more frequently. But also logistically, there's several gains where we can have just-in-time inventory. We can ship out not in one bulk. This has allowed us to move our fulfillment, typically, which was done by a third party. Now we're doing fulfillment ourselves. We've hired an additional employee to help us with the logistics, because this solution has made it easier for us to do our packaging and to do our fulfillment. The relationships, Liviri has gone beyond just designing the packaging and all the benefits of that, but they've also leveraged relationships with Federal Express. They're working on relationships with UPS. So they really understand the nature of how we do our fulfillment in the wine industry, and this is truly a game changer. And when the client receives the box, most importantly, it automatically sends a different message of, we're taking steps in, really being an early adopter and really being a trendsetter for taking care of our environment. But most importantly, when you're buying a luxury product, ensuring that it gets to our consumer in the shape that we want, and it is perishable. So we're, overall, this has just had so many benefits for our business, but also makes us feel good because I think we're doing things more sustainably.
Well, fantastic. Thank you very much for providing your information and feedback, and certainly accepting the RPA's Excellence Award for this year. Much more detail can be found on the reusables.org website as far as the case study and even the Liviri's website, looking at the Vino 6 product in much more detail with some great videos showing turning this around in much more 360 modeling. So there's a lot more to learn, and definitely look at that case study and see how they're able to drive that economic and environmental benefits. And once again, this is a fantastic breakthrough for an emerging market, and we're very honored to be able to recognize the Excellence Award to Liviri and, of course, to the Bulgheroni estate. So thank you very much for participating. And next time we'll certainly be there at the estates to be able to at least enjoy and sample some of the winning product, and of course talk more about the great work that both your companies are doing in the reusable packaging space. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.